If you're like me, your New Year's motivation is probably running out. Maybe you had all these plans, getting in shape, learning a new skill, waking up early, whatever it was. And now it's mid March and you're realizing that you haven't changed anything. And that just proves one thing. Even if you have the perfect time to start, it wouldn't make a difference. What really matters is just doing it. Starting it right now. Even if it's messy, even if it's inconvenient, even if you aren't ready. I don't know about you, but I love the idea of fresh starts. New Year's, Mondays, the first of the month. I've always been waiting for some right moment when I magically feel ready. But the problem? That moment doesn't exist. If this moment existed, I would probably have my life together by now. And I don't. So we need to stop waiting and start acting. The truth is, the perfect time is a trap. It's an excuse our brain gives us to delay action. If you really wanted something, you wouldn't really wait for the stars to align. You would just start, right? And we have plenty of evidence that this does not work. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? Then tomorrow comes and you find another reason to push it back. And before you know it, weeks go by, months go by, a whole year. And if you're not gonna do anything about it, it's not gonna be just a whole year, but your whole life. The more you delay, the harder it gets. You start feeling guilty, maybe even ashamed. And that just makes it even harder to actually start. That's why the best thing you can do is cut through the noise and just start, right now, with whatever you have. Motivation is useful. It gets the ball rolling. You might even feel motivated after this video. But it's kinda like a gas that only shows up when things are exciting. Once the fun is done, once the fire isn't burning anymore, it just leaves. And what felt like a breeze to do, now it weighs a ton. Discipline though? That's what keeps you going when motivation disappears. It might be harder in the beginning, it might be slower progress, but every time you do it, the fire burns brighter. Unlike motivation, that things feel harder with the passing of the time, with discipline, doing the things you want to do gets easier every time you do them. If you build a habit, you don't need to wait for motivation, you just do it. Because it's part of your routine, like brushing your teeth. You don't need to feel inspired to do it. You just do it because it's what you want to do in the first place. The goal is to make things you want to do feel like that. So think about it deeply. What do you really want to do with your life? And do it. That or regret doing nothing. And let's be real. One of the biggest reasons people don't get things done, the endless scrolling. Your phone is probably the biggest obstacle between you and your goals. How many hours of screen time you have? Be honest. Far too many. You sit down to do something, the next thing you know, you're deep in some random video rabbit hole for the next 5 hours. If you really want to change something, try this. Next time you catch yourself scrolling, stop it. Right at the beginning. Don't even give yourself time to get into it. Put that phone down, take a deep breath, and start doing something towards your goals. Even if it's small, even if it doesn't change anything in your opinion, just do it. For example, if you want to lose weight, go for a walk. If you want better grades in school, do just 15 minutes of studying. The point is, even if it's small progress, anything is better than wasting away your life watching others live. And every time you're gonna do it, you are gonna be improving your discipline towards that goal. So there's really no reason to not do it, even if it's small or no progress at all. That's about it. I just want to remind you before going, there is no perfect time to start. No magical day where everything suddenly is gonna click. The only time that matters is now. And now is the only thing you can change. You can change the past, you can't go and change the future. You can only change what you do now. So stop waiting, stop scrolling, and just do the thing. And trust me, your future self will thank you for it.